So today is going to be a very overdue tour of my 3 different Meow Cafe 12 Pocket A4 Extra Wide binders. So I've got 3 of them. I have both styles. So I have the 2-inch with the cat cut out. And then I also have the 1.5 inch that just has the side strap. And we're going to start with my pink one that I have NCT Johnny, as well as the WayV members I collect in here. I actually got out of the hospital last night for having a heart thing that we're still not really sure what it is, but I'm fine. But I'm going to be a lot more out of breath than usual in this video, so I don't know how long I'll be able to make it before I have to call it quits. So we'll just see. But first, I got the big old backboards. I don't have any of the 15 pocket pages. I use the 12 because a lot of the cards I have are randomly sized. Like there's a lot of cards that might be a little too wide for the 15 pocket. So I decided to go with the 12. But at first I have Johnny and all of his album cards. I don't think I'm gonna, I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about the sleeves because I like doing clear sleeves, but I'm not the biggest fan of the of how the circle cards look with it, as you'll see with WayV later. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But I don't know. I'm missing one card here. I'm not sure what card that is. I know I've got it somewhere. Oh, these are... So my order's like all messed up for these. Because I used to keep it separate. I used to have Korean album cards, CCs, Korean album cards, Kino cards, CCs, Japanese album cards, but I didn't put Japanese in here. But I tried keeping all the Korean stuff together. And I think I'm Too Baddies SMC version, the platform, whatever. I joined a group order and that GOM kind of disappeared, but everything's getting worked out. So I know I'll have everything eventually, but I don't have everything yet. For these pages, see, my problem is I like the 50, my double sleeve, but it's too loose for these pages. So what I've been realizing and what I need to go through and do is do, if I do a 66 by 91 sleeve in it, then nothing falls out. So I just need to I need to go through and do that for everything. And I just have not had the time nor energy. Because as you can see, these are kind of falling out, but if I do this, it won't fall out. So, and then when I have the energy, I usually tape them together so they don't move around, but I just haven't felt like that lately. And I think I do have the Target versions here. Because I haven't decided like if I want to put them with his pobs and stuff, or if I want to put them with the album cards. Then like I don't have the D2C version or whatever. I don't know. Fact check. In Golden Age, there was just so much going on that I really did not keep up as well as I could have. I was just like, you know what, let's get what I can from Yoko, and then the random other stuff we'll worry about later. But here, Japanese cards. I guess I'm missing one of the Loveholic ones, some other fan club version. So still on the search for that. And then you've got all of his non-album. So I do need to go back in and organize this a little better. But I kind of like, I'm doing it like era-wise. So I just need to go back in and double check my guesses. But I put all the iKON together. So you can see Superhuman, the Neo City stuff. Again, I need to double check the eras on some of this. More of this Neo Zone Punch. And you've got the Beyond Live. So everything's kind of like cohesive is what I like Resonance era stuff together. Like I like how it looks pretty cohesive, all the sticker stuff. And then one of my struggles was that like, where is it? I think this technically came out, God, maybe 6 months afterwards. This is like a more recent like nail kit photo card. So before, the way I would lay things out is this would go when it physically came out, not with what the era it is. But then I decided, you know what? It goes with favorite era stuff. It's from favorite era, so I'm gonna put it so it all looks nice. Same with like Universe era stuff, Season's Greetings. This stuff I need to figure out exactly, like, because there's all this like random merch type stuff that I'm not really sure how to categorize, because I don't want to waste a ton of space either. These definitely are not in the right spot, but yeah, it's just kind of like whatever, like 2 Baddies and AO. I don't have much stuff for that, so that's all here. But SMCU, Pink Christmas, his birthday, like there's just been so much stuff. And my main problem with Johnny is like, I've got some random NCT home stuff. I've got some random Welcome to the City pop-up stuff. Like there's so much random stuff that I have on the way from this GOM that I don't even remember what half of it is. So that makes it harder to arrange things, because I'm like, I don't know where to place it. And plus, like, pre-orders for merchandise can take so long. Like, I got the fact check merchandise really quickly, but I've got Golden Age stuff I'm waiting on and a couple other things. So, but anyway, regardless of all the headaches, super proud of my Johnny collection. I love him. He's my ult bias, and it's a very nice collection. I'm very satisfied with it. I think this is one of my favorite cards. But I also am just keeping my extra 12 pocket pages in here because I didn't really know where else to put them. And then I do have a backboard to separate WayV. So WayV, Kun is/was my bias. I might be cheating on him and switching to Hendery. Still decided, but for him I've got everything. I had decided. So I've got Empathy. I'll also ignore this. That's from the ER. I hope it doesn't show up much, but I might have to cover it with an emoji or something because you can still see the blood. But Kino's, this was so freaking hard to find. Takeoff stuff, and then Chinese versions. These are the Chinese kickback cards. And I do have some random, like, for Xiaojun, I have his Kino and I have his regular album card, and I don't know which is which. So I think that's the Kino, but it might be the album card. But these random Kinos, and then my random 2 Yuta cards because I can't get this up. So he's just chilling with WayV. But see, like, I don't know how I feel about that. I need to go back and fix my WayV wish list because there's literally like, it's just the CCs that I'm missing. So I say that I'm done, but it's just annoying. Like these random CCs. I do really like though laying out WayV like this. It's especially, I don't know where this Hendery is. I know I have him. Oh, he's on display, that's why. Like, I know he's somewhere. I have some cards on my shelves and top loaders, but, oh, this page. Really love this page too. This one looks, like, it looks nice. Even though, like, it does bother me a little that, like, Phantom split up and stuff, but, oh, this SMC, this, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And this Xiaojun, he's stuck in Korea. So once I have him, then I'm done with Golden Age for WayV. So he's on the way, he's almost here. And then I've just got my random, like, non-album WayV. Because it really, like, I was collecting it, and then I just kind of, like, actively collecting it. And now I'm just like, you know what, whatever I come across, I'll keep. So, like, I found these for super cheap in a set from a Korean seller, so I got them. So it's just kind of, it's whatever, randoms. I'll sell them if I can find somebody to buy them, but I don't mind keeping them. These Hendery are especially some of my favorites. But anyways, I don't even have On My You set up yet, which I just realized that. I do have, so I'm gonna have to take a page because there's 3 cards. I do have, my friend had a bunch, like some of their albums show up at their K-Buddy, and they haven't been able to figure out what the deal is. So if they end up getting to keep the albums, I'm buying them from them, which will be nice. And then S minis. Oh my god, the S minis are so nice. So I'm hoping for those eventually, but I mean, I guess I don't need this because the S minis would go in this row, and I think those I'm going to wait a while to get. Because like WayV, I wish so bad that these had a clasp. That's my one, like, my one thing is I just wish it had like a lever. That would be so nice. Because like this SF9 binder that I'm using, this is my favorite. It's so nice. I so wish that I could have a clasp mechanism, but it's probably expensive, so I understand why it's not in there. I was talking about WayV. What was I talking about with WayV? They're easy, like, especially like for the NCT 2023 albums, they're fairly easy because like Korean fans, they're, for the most part, they're on the cheaper end besides 10, but I don't collect 10. And then like Xiaojun can be expensive, like that card could have been hard to find, but I found it pretty quickly. I don't remember how already, but and then some of the cute cards can be hard to find, but really it's like I know I'll get their cards eventually. Phantom, super easy on Meow. So like my WayV and NCT collections, like Johnny, I never have to worry about these. Like I know that I'll get the cards eventually. If it takes me a little while, it doesn't matter, because I know that I'll get them eventually. So that was that binder. Next is my other pink one, and this is for my Super Junior collection. I don't think I have any extra pages in here, but I hope this will last me a while. So for Super Junior, way back when I wanted to collect Leeteuk, Eunhyuk, and Yesung, but Yesung and especially Eunhyuk are so expensive. So I was like, you know what? Nope, just Leeteuk. I'm gonna go all in on Leeteuk. And then towards the end of last year, like I think one of the last week of December, I was like, you know what? I am finished with Xiaojun from Astro. If I can finish him and all of his cards, I can do Eunhyuk. He's pretty expensive too, but if I can do OT6 Astro, I can do this. So I don't know what I'm afraid of. So I decided to go for it, and I've made some decent progress so far. What's nice is that they're in all of the same Korean albums, because they didn't do any Korean albums while either of them were in the military. They did Japanese albums when Leeteuk was in the military, but I don't think they did anything when he was in the military. But as you can see, still a decent amount of cards I've been missing, but I will get there eventually. And what's nice is like, I've been collecting Super Junior a long time, so he's not really one I worry about. He's not much of a priority because like, I know I'll get his cards eventually. Like Super Junior, they've been around for 18 years. I've been collecting Leeteuk for, I've had this card right here since August of 2019. Like, I've seen how the market is. Like, these cards will eventually pop back. The cards I'm missing, because Mamacita cards, they're expensive, but they'll eventually pop back up. I'm not too worried about it, and I know that I'm going to collect him for a long time. It's Super Junior, my goal, so. And then for Leeteuk, I do have, like, it looks like it's the same card. It's not. Japanese press, Philippines press, Japanese cards, Hong Kong card, more Japanese cards. This is actually the same card, just flipped over, but I just said, like, Leeteuk, I'm collecting everything. Eunhyuk, I'm collecting, like, not that, like, probably all of his album cards, yes, and select D&E cards, but for other stuff, just whatever I can get my hands on easily. Just like these, I'm never gonna find for him, so I'm not gonna try. But like, this wasn't too bad. I love Sexy Free and Single, so those, of course. I need to organize him too, though. Especially these, like the random Dini cards I've got. I just need to go and organize it. Now, non-album, I probably should get more backboards and put some in here, but I'll do that later. But for the cards that I have of non-album that are the same for the, like I have both of these two, I decided to kind of keep up the same and put them all together because I thought that would be really satisfying, and it was. And these are in some kind of chronological order, but kind of not. But oops. Which it's surprised me how I haven't even been collecting them a year, but I've got a decent amount of matching cards for them. Which these, especially this page, I really love. They look so nice. Season's Greetings is nice too. Pink Christmas. These, I need to sleeve these properly. I know those aren't sleeved right. But those are the same. And then it's Leeteuk, all of the cards I have for him, which like I'm not even gonna try and get Eunhyuk for those because that's like the value of this whole page is not even gonna be the price of just that for Leeteuk or for Eunhyuk or just that. So not even gonna try, but I kind of laid him out the same way as Johnny. You've got the eras kind of matching cards, same thing. Again, I probably should go in and double check, but the thing for Leeteuk is that it kind of bleeds over. Like, definitely got more than 12 cards for Time Slip, you know, but it is really nice, especially like these cards I like having the big pages for. So yeah, got a lot of Leeteuk cards. And then I've got a couple more on the way. And I don't really know where they're gonna go. I think here. And then this is my tiny one page of his cards. Like somehow I do not have Leeteuk's with drama Season's Greeting Pop, which surprises me. That's a solo photo book, and then this is D&E stuff. Cause like I knew that this page would only be like one page because I'm absolutely baffled. Like I knew it was just gonna be D&E stuff. So I'm baffled that I don't have Leeteuk's version of that because I have so many Leeteuk cards. But now it's on my list, I guess. I'm gonna have to look for it eventually. As you can see, I don't have the proper sleeves on a lot of these. That's gonna be a big rainy day snowstorm project. So like some of these cards were so freaking hard to find. I'm still looking for his other 12th anniversary card. I don't know if I'll ever find that. I don't know why it's so hard to find. But God, some of these, like this page, all of these cards I've had for like 4 years now almost. And that's just insane to me. And yes, I know some of them look the same, but they're not, I promise. Like these are not the same. These are not the same. I don't have duplicates, or I do have duplicates of him, I just don't know. I think I actually sold all the duplicates. But that's my Suju's. So, like it is already full, and I'm probably gonna have to remove somebody from it soon, but this is kind of like my miscellaneous binder. So to start off, we've got the majority of his Ateez. I really, like mainly for girl era, like fucking love having Ateez in here. Like, look at how nice that looks. So we've got my Seonghwa. Like, literally, they've released so many freaking cards for each era that it's so perfect. I need to go through and fix a lot of these too. We've got all my Seonghwa, my Hongjoong. And these pages aren't technically double-sided, but I made them into double-sided because I wanted to. Yunho, of course, a lot of Yunho. Finally got my claw hand one. That's so cute. And yeah, lots of Yunho. And then Wooyoung. This is one of my favorite cards. I saw it, and that's part of the reason I collected him. So I was like, oh, it's so cute. I pulled him so much for Witness or Outlaw. I'm so happy I did. And then bought random bunch of cards from card PCs for my friend. So I've got this page, and then I have the back to fill too, because it just looks so nice in 024 set. And I had to have these because my last name is King, guys. Crowns, kind of my thing. Then I've got my winner cards. I've got Jinu and Hoony. Not very much, but still a solid collection. And then J from iKON and my random DK. And I've got a couple other random cards, but yeah, some random song too. But I freaking love this page. Like literally. And then the silver sleeves. Oh, so stunning. So stunning. And then we've got a divider. And now 17, or an extra page. And then 17. I've got a bunch of 17 members because I still can't figure out who to collect. But we've got some Joshua cards. We've got Wonwoo. 2 pages of Wonwoo. We've got DK, my bias number 2, number 1, technically, I don't know. One of my biases, and then my other bias, Mingyu. He's first one on the 3rd page already. And then we got Seungkwan because somehow my mom and I are both Seungkwan magnets, so I'm like, this card's so nice, this card's so nice, this card's so nice. So I was like, I'll just keep him, why not? And then Dino, also very adorable. Oh yeah, and then I have my plushie pages because they're freaking cute. So, and then Btob Minhyuk from B2B. I need to go through and fix the sleeves for these two, but so yeah, I'm obviously, as you can tell, this binder is full. I really can't add much more for pages, so I am gonna have to move somebody out. But I don't know who. It might be Winner because they're the ones who like least fit a 4-pocket page, but that's still only gonna give me 2 extra pages. But like Jay, like I don't want to take him out because these look so nice. I might take Minhyuk out too. He's kind of on the chopping block, but I do like how these look, so. But he might be fine in a 4-pocket too. So I'm still thinking about that, but I probably will wait to do that until like Ateez starts overflowing, because Ateez is going to be the reason, obviously. So we'll see how this next comeback goes, I guess. But those are all my 12-pocket binders. Thank you very much for watching, and oh my god. And I'll see you later.